starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At power forward, P.J. Washington. At shooting guard, Malik Monk. At center, Cody Zeller. At the other forward position, Miles Bridges. At the other guard position, Devontae Graham. The head coach of the visiting team is James Borrego. And now, your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At shooting, standing 6'6", number 14, Daniel. At the other guard position, standing 6'1", number 9, Rajon Rondo. At center, standing 6'10", number 39. Dwight Howard. At power forward, standing 6'10", number 3, Anthony Davis. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 23, LeBron James. Your home team head coach is Frank Vogel. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, for the last few years, the Lakers have been in some turmoil in Los Angeles. Now, they have had some tough luck with injuries that set them back some. But inconsistent effort, execution, and roster construction was also a concern. But a summer of moves that was topped by acquiring Anthony Davis has drastically improved the roster. The question remains, though, have they done enough to now contend in the West? Kevin?
A lot riding on it. Thanks, David. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. A look at the Lakers. Third best record here in the early going.
And you know, for the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then it's Bridges, and there's Monk, and it's Graham in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
LeBron against Bridges. The drive by James, and LeBron throws it down.
When you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Now, here's Monk over Green. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Bridges against James. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, come on. We all know LeBron is used to getting fouled. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron. Talk about rookies getting early playing time these days. Were you counted on much your first season? You had a terrific rookie year on this, but I'm guessing you did. You were counted on early.
Yeah, you know, for the high draft picks, you're usually going to go to a team that really needs your help. I was just blessed that I had great veterans, Hall of Fame veterans. When you look at guys like Chris Mullin, how about that? I was able to watch him practice and work and take care of his body. Latrell Sprewell, Billy Owens, all the great players, Avery Johnson. So I was counted on to do a lot. But those guys helped me do a lot, and they pumped confidence into me. I was able to steal their style, their work ethic. They showed me the ropes the right way, and I couldn't have been blessed with any better veterans for me to start off my career with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early and take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, and that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since, he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin. He empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Both free throws good from James.
Well, last season, LeBron James dealt with injuries. I mean, he ended up playing just 55 games. That's the fewest in his career. He's hoping he stays healthy this go-round.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Graham. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, the Lakers with the rebound. And throughout his career, Chris, no doubt here, LeBron known for his durability.
Well, just 2 seasons ago, he played all 82 games with a deep playoff run. Now he's in his mid-30s. Age does come into question. Father Time is undefeated, but he'd love to stay on top as long as possible.
The shot's good from Monk.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
Rondo passes to Davis. Back to Rondo. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start tonight.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Utah. There's the pass to Monk. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 5. Rondo looking over the floor. Right side Davis. LeBron outside. Puts it up from 12. Goes back up. Davis. Zeller grabs the board.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Graham. He's covered by Rondo. Pass to Monk for 3. Kept alive. Goes up again. And it's Washington missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's the feed to James. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Graham. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Bridges. Count it from 12.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Now here's Rondo. And it's Davis missing. Fast break now for Charlotte. Bridges leading the charge. Count it.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get running the floor beautiful.
LeBron against Bridges. James kicks to Davis. Outside Rondo. Passes it to Green. LeBron outside. Beyond the arc. And that one is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Now, here's Monk. Guarded by Green. Monk, the pass to Washington. That one good for 2.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting the layup.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Now here is Davis. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah.
It was his rebound that stood out even more than me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Pass to Monk. And there's the pass to Graham. Launches it. The shot, no good. Rondo with some nice D. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Rondo's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, first year for Coach Borrego as a head coach, but he had a solid start. He's from the Popovich coaching tree. He was given the reins of the Hornets, and he was tasked with improving their offense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And with Borrego as coach, offense certainly was more fluid.
Yeah, Borrego, he stresses ball movement. He encourages his players to look for early offense, more spacing in the system that benefits the whole roster.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Waiters in for Danny Green. Now here is Harris. Pass to Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Harris. They get it again. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Down low. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Floats one up. McGee with the block. Waiters against Harris. Waiters passes to James. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle. On Gomez down low. Covered by Morris. No good from Hernan Gomez. Pass to Waiters. And stolen by Harris. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with this tremendous leaping ability.
Now here's James. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Utah. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Terrace outside. Morris against Rozier. To the inside. And there it is for him. Now just a 3-point Laker lead.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Morris outside. LeBron outside. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
Now, here's Rozier. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Hernan Gomez against Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rozier, and he gets the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Now here's Waiters. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over Rozier. Waiters no luck.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
I mean, that's just tremendous, stupendous work from Rozier. I mean, he's just so good at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Here's Harris. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lets a floater go. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Lakers get called for the foul. Charlotte shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on that one. And it's tied up with that one. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harris against Waiters. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Bismack Biyombo, Hernan Gomez out there with Batum. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Harris in at the 2 spot.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Kuzma. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring. And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. On the wing, James over Rozier. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
He misses the free throw. And Chris, really, a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. And he's good on the second. See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement, and they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have three of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season, but for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Harris.
Yeah, that's just straightforward basketball from Harris. Driving to the hoop with purpose and not letting anyone, or anything for that matter, slow him down.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's got 6. Pass to Davis. Takes a 3. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dwyane Wade.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
That free throw, no good. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Green in for Dwyane Wade. He hits the second from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Outside Rondo. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Kevin, it wasn't a bad year for the Hornets last season. I mean, they missed the playoffs, but they were stuck in middle ground. I mean, they were fighting the fight for it. This team wants to be a contender, but the best path to that goal isn't easy to see.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the playoff drought for the Hornets weighing on everybody's mind.
Oh, man, 3 years straight of missing the playoff. 2002 was the last time the Hornets made it out of the first round. I can't find any sustained success from the franchise.
And the Hornets making a change here. Monk's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Graham with the ball. He's covered by Rondo. The shot missing. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Rondo dishes to Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. The pass to Zeller. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
Now, here's Howard. Left side, Davis. Howard trying to free himself up. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Graham with the ball. With the floater, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Green. Sinks that one from the post. And the Lakers lead by 5.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Graham with the ball. He's covered by Rondo. Now Graham. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Green trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bridges kicks to Graham. Back to Bridges. Zeller against Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Zeller.
Well, in college, Zeller showed great ability to face up and knock down mid-range jumpers. He's just now doing it more consistently in the pros.
It's stolen by Monk. Here's Graham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 1-point Laker lead.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Now here's Rondo. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Monk. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Here is Howard. To the paint. And Green with the basket on the assist by Howard. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 3, and this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
And even though Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
And the Hornets call time here. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Los Angeles with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. And James subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Charlotte also making some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. And it's Batum in for Miles Bridges. Here's Graham. Pass to Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Over James. A shot by Batum, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Batum, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Batum passes to Washington. Over Rondo. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Biombo.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hornets trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop.
And just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of nice through the defense there and dares you to attack it.
And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear, once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
And the first one drops. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more. But I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now. Oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Here's Rozier after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Batum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Graham kicks to Rozier. Deep. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
I love the way James moves in transition. He's relentless and determined.
Hornets trail by 11. Passes it to Graham. Over Rondo. And it's Graham missing.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Rondo's shot is good.
I tell you what, Rondo will get physical down low in that post. He is not going to back down from anybody.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rozier against Green. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Here's Rozier from deep three-point range. That shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to, help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, the way I see it, they're losing this game because they're being out-rebounded. You can't give up this kind of differential and expect to remain competitive. So what do? You commit more guys to the glass, guards included. You make it a priority that if you do ultimately lose this game, it's not because you didn't rebound.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Bridges dishes to Graham. Monk for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got 19 points.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Graham with the ball, working on James. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Right side, Rondo. Teardrop shot. Another shot, and it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got his second basket of the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Right wing. Bridges, no one around him. Charlotte again missing.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Here's Davis. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot by Monk is no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Howard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, They continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the Hornets call time here. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you gotta love.
Right. Los Angeles making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Washington. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Howard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Graham with the ball. He's guarded by Davis. And here is Monk. He has 6, and the shot goes down. Monk's got 8 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Bridges against LeBron. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Harris is checked in. James, no good on the free throw.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
Harris's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Now here's Zeller. Kicks it to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning, and he is going to hammer it home.
Bridges against Kuzma. The pass to McGee. Loads it up for Davis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Hernan Gomez against Davis. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. Here's Hernan Gomez. LeBron grabs the miss. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 16-4 run.
And after watching Willie Hernan Gomez, play a few seasons, it is clear he has skills on the offensive end. It's the rest of his game that needs a little bit of rounding up.
And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Here's Davis. LeBron outside. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Lakers. As you mentioned, Hernan Gomez, a good option, Chris, for points at the center spot, but defensively still a work in progress.
Yeah, he has the potential to be a starting center at some point. You see the flashes on defense and with rebounding, but he'll just be a spot-up player until he can be a difference maker in those areas on a nightly basis.
Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Biombo is checked in for Zeller.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Waiters, how he performed last season. He was around 12 points per game last year, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 6. Harris passes to Rozier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Harris. He has 5. There's the 3.
And they've got to get back to what they were doing in that first half. If they want to somehow win this game, the offense has gone stagnant. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Now, here's Rozier. Now, here's Bridges. In the corner, it's Harris. 5 to shoot. Shoots over McGee. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Here's Rozier. It's blocked.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
Oh, wow!
Nice! Oh, come on. Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
James against Rozier. He kicks it to Bridges. Biombo with it. Passes it to Rozier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Charlotte. Harris looking it over. Pass to Batum. 6 to shoot. Will it go? Buries the long-range jumper. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Batum is a volume 3-point shooter. If he has any space whatsoever, he's pulling up, most likely connecting.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson where he was a force inside, but that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense. Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
Waiters no luck. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Charlotte. Yep, that one goes. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
LeBron with it. Devin Harris covering. Pulls it up. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Knocked loose and stolen by Kuzma. Feeds it to Morris. Out to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Knocked away. And so it's Charlotte with it. Hornets shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Harris, bounce pass. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Biyombo with it. He's against Kuzma. Biyombo, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Good work defensively by Morris. And Los Angeles guys shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Kuzma's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Harris against Waiters. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Green in for Waiters. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Graham's checked in. Poked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Charlotte ball.
So it's the Hornets now. The pass to Graham. 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. A solo fast break. Here's Morris. Graham with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And Batum kicks to Graham. Now Rozier over Rondo. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Lakers shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. McDaniels is out there with Bacon. And it's Washington in at the center, locking down the middle. Howard, the pass to Caruso. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Caruso's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Los Angeles. Outside, Martin. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Here's Cook. The Hornets pull it in.
Everything looked good until the finish, and it all goes wrong.
Kicks it to Graham. Pass to Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Cook, the pass to Caruso. Back to Cook. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. It's good from long range. Caldwell Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Passes it to Washington. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Caldwell Pope outside. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall Lonis, Dirk
guys.
Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Martin. 6 points for Cody Zeller.
Look, he has solid mechanics, a nice touch on his jumper. We've seen that from Zeller since college.
Tipped away. Here's Cook, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Quinn Cook. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And so Cook nails both of them. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Now here is Martin. He's guarded closely. Here's McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his first personal foul.
Yeah, Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
And McDaniels drops them both. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Martin with the bucket.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Cook, the pass to Howard. Back to Cook. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's McDaniels. Here's Zeller. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Zeller's got 4 points this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here is Cook. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The shot's good from Bacon.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
Well, Greg, this is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Pass to Howard. Over Zeller. And it's slammed in by Howard. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
And here is Graham. Outside Martin. Right block shot. The rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Cook. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. And the pass to Zeller. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Howard. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. He's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. And the trade for Anthony Davis a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And both free throws good for Davis. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Bacon, and he lays it straight in.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Outside, Davis. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought.
Me too. I agree.
I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Outside, Martin. He kicks it to Harris. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Harris inside. Morris is there. A nice shot by Harris.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
Davis, the pass to Caldwell Pope, wants to get it to Morris and does. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Morris isn't afraid of getting whacked. In fact, he welcomes it when he's going up to shoot.
At the line for your Lakers, Markieff Morris. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets. And he sinks the second. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Harris against Bradley. Right side, Martin. Passes to Bacon. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harris. Good, nice job down low.
just not enough space for him to get to the rim. I mean, and the finish is flawless.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now, here's Howard. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. And we got to go out there and fight every game, you know, hustle, our energy, our defense, and we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.